My name is Daniel, and this is worship. Let sweet remedies and melodies and rhythms speak to your soul and cause it to move in the direction of the Lord. Let worship flow from the very innermost parts of your being so that Christ can see how much of Him you need. Let us fall down on our knees and at the foot of the cross where our hearts are completely restored and brought back to life. Let us fall on our faces at the throne before Christ. Let us bow in His presence as we serve Him reverence, as we reverently look up and live because He has given us life. You see, this is the power of worship. It is able to change our mood and our atmosphere. So let's speak the words of life so the world can hear and those that are lost can be found and drawn to the cross. So let us fall out and worship. Let us bow in the awesome presence of a Holy Father who has given us life, in which we give Him glory back because He deserves nothing less. See, it is in our worship that we lose sight of us and we begin to see the unimaginable glory of the Father. Let us fall out and worship. Let us snap our fingers to a rhythmic beat that moves us out of our seats and outside of ourselves, because God isn't looking for fleshly or vain worship. You see, He is looking for the true heart of a man to run after Him, because in His presence there is holy reverence. It brings joy to the soul that is weak. It brings strength and hope to those that are lost. It gives encouragement and strengthening to those that are weak and discouraged. It gives the heart of a lion to even a scarecrow. Let us fall out and worship. Let us hunger more for the glory of the Lord who is seated in heavenly places. Because you see, it is in the spirit of worship that we give room to God to speak. So He revives our soul and He makes our hearts whole so that we can behold the beauty and the glory of His majesty. See, it is in His awesome presence that we learn to truly bow in reverence as we kneel before His throne, as we go down on our knees and allow Him to pick us up. Because you see, in worship, we're not seeking to be lifted up, but we're seeking to lift up the Father so that all men would be drawn to the cross and then they would no longer barter for the very things that are destroying them. So let us worship. Let us lose sight of self and gain sight in Christ, because He came that the blind might receive sight so that we can see Him in all of His glory. And I'm telling this story as if it was my own, because it wasn't until my heart and myself had been broken to the core that I made room for the Lord, so that His joy would overwhelm my broken heart and He would repair that which was broken so that I would be restored. And the joy of my salvation revealed unto me, and now I can finally see. It is the power of worship that has the ability to break the chains and allow me to lift my hands in holy reverence. It is in my worship that I lose sight of me and allow the light of Christ to be reflected through my life. So I'm not looking for anyone to see me, the man, because I am truly broken and imperfect as I am. But it is when I make room for God to reflect His glory off of me that the world can truly see the righteousness, the loving kindness, the everlasting glory, the hopefulness, the forgiveness, the mercy, the compassion, you see, so that souls will be won at the foot of the cross. I simply present my broken life as an offering to Christ so that His glory will be reflected over me. And let His glory reign over me as His story is told through the life I lead. So this is simply worship. Let us worship together at the foot of the throne, and let our hearts now beat to the different beat and the rhythmic blues as He speaks to our souls and He touches us and makes us whole. Like the woman with the issue of blood that said, if I could but touch the hem of His garment, if I could but press in past how I feel and give Him the worship that He deserves from me, then the whole world could see that it is my worship that helps set me free. My name is Daniel, and this has simply been Worship. I thank you for watching. Like it, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. God bless you.